There we go. Okay. I think I'm live now. Not sure. I'm not quite sure, but if I am, hello. Good afternoon. I don't know if my voice is perfectly fine, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna hear a little bit of washing dishes and stuff like that because that's what I'm doing. And if my audio is not good, I'm just playing around with my audio. Kobe! Hola, hola, the raptor's quiet. Hello to you. Is my audio not irritating? Might have to mute from time to time because this is going to be loud. So, apologies if it become too loud, and if it is, let me know so I can mute myself. Oi, 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 so dark. Oh my god, eating. I just finished your live stream. It's nice. It's all coming back together. It's all coming back together. Yeah. I think I was good. I did pretty good figuring out the people. I don't know if I got it right, but I like puzzles. You know, it's not about believing if it's true or not, but good job with the creativity. And you found your voice, E.T. Yeah, this is audio only, guys. Because I don't want to get... Did I recognize that sweet voices? I'm curious who's talking. Now you have to understand, the body. Who am I? Am I a faceless one? Am I a troll? Am I trolling? Man. That was a good one. That was a good summary. Okay, I'm back, guys. Okay, let's see. You have to use your imagination, guys. What I'm gonna cook for today is chicken, tomato. Yeah. Use your imaginations. Like E.T. said, use your imagination, guys. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna show you. You have to use your imagination. Am I correct? Anyways, it's just kind of like just checking something. Like I wonder if I could use my Bluetooth, just in case, I want to go live and I'm not gonna be with my setup. Just want to know. Wow, now my brains are working very hard to analyze. Where did I hear that voices? And it's very confusing. uh, you heard, why do you hear that a lot, ET? And of course, Wailame. Wailame, Wailame. How you doing? Oh, tonight we're gonna be, I actually am very excited for tonight's topic. You know, I'm gonna have 2 live streams tonight, and it's going to be first me, Ayan, we're gonna explore. Hi, ET from Pinay Survivalist. We're gonna explore words. You know, words that are thrown all over the places, and I feel like even me as a person, because I'm not a person, is now being confused because people are just throwing words and it feels like I don't understand if they actually understand what these words mean. So, for my curiosity and for my, so I don't have to doubt myself if I understand the word correctly, we're gonna explore those words. So that's what's gonna be the live stream. And then after that, we're gonna have open panel, and I'm gonna use StreamYard for that one. And you know, we can just interact with each other, share opinions. Nothing too personal, as I always say. You know, always practice the agree to disagree, especially when it comes to people's behavior or people's perspective, because it's gonna be chaos if you try to push opinions on other people that don't want to agree. So it's all just about sharing. Sharing. There's nothing wrong with sharing. And if people, some of them couldn't believe a thing, then that's their thing. Each on their own, basically. Tama ba? Hi, survival. Who's survival? Is there survival? Ah, survival. Oh, yeah. Yes, Pinay. That's Pinay. That's Wailame. That's known as Wailame. You know, ET, if you only talk politics, Pinay Survivalist is your girl. He has a lot. Unfortunately for me, I don't really want to go on those topics. Nothing personal. It's just a topic that I feel like, as the citizen and not the politician, we just lose. Because it's like nothing changed. One person, it's going to be hard to change or something. So I stay away. I had my fair share. I'm good with it. You know. I'll stick with being better as a person, as a human being. Oh, diba? Ang corny lang. But that's how I feel. And I'm not shy. I'm not gonna shy away with what I feel. I'm just gonna embrace it. Because I love the feeling. It's all about feelings. And then somebody would react, no, it's not supposed to be in the feelings. See, this is internet. You say something, some people would just react, just to react. So if I were you guys, don't take things personally. If you think it's gonna be good for you, then do it. If it's not, And just don't. Oh, now she's going to inspect words for words and break it down into pieces. Hopefully it will retain its shapes and sizes. I don't know what you're saying, E.T. I don't get it. Is it in my context? Does it have to do with what I'm saying? No, I'm just a person who likes to. If I have time, I like behavior too much. You know, I love understanding things that I can't understand. And I also know that I won't understand a lot of things. It's just, you know, life. But if people can explain it to me in a way that I can understand, that would pretty be awesome, right? I think that's just how I am, personally. So how about you, E.T.? What are your thoughts about, you know, taking things personal? Like how a situation can be too personal for you. Like, do you have any line in your personal? What? I'm sorry, E.T. Sometimes it's hard to talk different languages in one day, you know. You get so confused sometimes. Did you guys eat? Like you said, imagination, but don't get it to the wild side. Because then... What do you mean by wild, though, E.T.? There's so many things in wild. Is it wildly good? Or is it wildly bad? Are you feeling good imagination, Wailame? Yes, I was. Now I am peeling carrots. Oh, diba? I'm peeling carrots. Good God. I thought peeling potatoes. No, it's carrots. I'm peeling carrots. I'm gonna make caldereta. I'm gonna make caldereta. Sounds like scraping the. Oh, you eating. Don't feed my imagination, eating. I thought we're not going to the wild side. Diba? Oh, guys, disclaimer, guys, if you're here right now, you know, this is nothing something, you know, this is just me kind of like wanting to have some company. while I cook. Because, sometimes there are just times you want to listen to streams, but there are times when you're cooking, when you're listening, and then the host wanted to talk to you. I feel so bad that I cannot type because I'm doing something. And sometimes I just want to listen, I just want to be like listening to whatever people saying and not sharing anything. So sometimes like this, sometimes Saturday is usually kind of like my free time, but not necessarily like get to the whole setup of stream. So I'm using this account so that I can just kind of like a phone call, you know what I'm saying? Like you're driving, back in the day, people drive and they would have like this radio turned on and people are just talking and you're just listening. It's kind of like that. That is kind of like what you're gonna get in this stream. Should we title What Am I Doing? Ooh, I like that. I'll definitely do that, ET. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You know what, sometimes I'm still not good at titling my stuff, but ET is actually good. I see you, ET. I do see you. You know, I mean, in all honesty, I understand how you can rub people the wrong way. Like, if I would put myself in those stories, I was like, oh shit. And that's why sometimes I just really want to do things by the book, in a way. So that, because there are things that, sometimes people will do mistakes. It's pretty much given. But it takes a lot of courage, you know, and all of these things to actually, especially if you are being bashed and you actually made a mistake, that it actually take a lot of courage to actually accept that and be okay with it. So I do understand some people why they can't be accountable with their own actions because it's hard. It takes a lot of maturity and understanding what kind of choices you're going to do in your life, and how do you going to be, especially if you're in public. So, at least with you, ET, so far, I like because I feel like you're being accountable on what you're saying in a way. You rub the people the wrong way, but, that's kind of like what happens when you put everything out in the open. People will try to tear you down, you know. I'm not talking about ET, I'm talking to everyone. Me, people, just people, all of us has that. So I think it's just a matter of like just understanding what kind of fight or journey you want to take and be accountable for the consequences, good or bad, because it's very scary. Don't get me wrong, it's scary. Oh, they really are pissed. And I don't care about their opinions, and some question me. Ooh, like at first, at least for me, I do understand in a way what you're doing because you're sharing it, and you're sharing your opinion and how you see it, what is the bad things. There's good benefit in that because then people, if they stumbled upon your channel and they know these people, they can actually decide for themselves if they want to be associated with these people and find out for themselves if it's true or not. It's just an idea. Like what I've said, guys, when it comes to internet, when it comes to opinions, when it comes to sharing, when it comes to stories, always give a benefit of the doubt or take it as a grain of salt, as they say. If it applies to you, it applies to you, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't. You know, I don't know. I'm still quite new into this shit. I'm not really a public person. I like my privacy. I'm Japanese after all. So it's almost like that. So that's why I always say nothing too personal. I'm not gonna take I'm not gonna attack anybody personally unless I have to, because they're becoming pieces of shit. Don't get me wrong. But as long as a person, I treat everyone individually. As long as you're good to me, I don't care what other people say, because my relationship is with that person. Like, for example, with E.T. My relationship with E.T. is between E.T. and I. Whatever he does in his own time, in his own private life, is none of my business. But, if it's in public, when you put something out in the public, always kind of like expect the worst out of people in a way. Because especially if there's jealous people around, if there's people that doesn't like you just because you exist, then they will tear you down. And that's kind of like what you have to understand about yourself, of what are the boundaries or where are the lines you want to cross and you don't want to cross. And you have to basically express yourself with these things. Kiss! Hey, I see. Light on? No, lights off. Yes, we're lights up, guys. You have to imagine, according to E.T., this is what am I doing? Oh, E.T., that's so scandalous, E.T. Are you thinking of me as like that, E.T.? I'm a lady. It's all fun. Unless... And the thing is, some people just don't understand what is personal and really personal, because people can go below the belt, and that's kind of like my thing. If you're a person who only attacks below the belt, then that's something that I have to look at you sideways, kind of. But if what you're saying is out in the public and you're just putting a light on it, to kind of like share that these things are happening, you have to be careful about these things, then I can see it in a good way. Not everything should be always bad, but as you know, in the world, we can all be exploited and we can also exploit. And that's my journey, in this internet world. Like, I hope I don't get too much, too much of these things, that I forget that I don't need to exploit people for whatever I want. Because I think I have a good foundation. Ay, naku, tigilan na nga natin to, Wailami. Kung saan-saan na napupunta yung sinasabi ko, Wailami talaga naman, oh. Ba't di ka nagsasalita dyan? Bisibisihan ka naman. Namimiss na kitang babaita ka. Ayan. Anyways, guys, now I was just talking to Wailami. I was just telling her how I missed her because, I've not seen her, not talked to her for a while. So how about you? Keys is also kind of like this, right? I've been in Keys' stream. And what was that? I think he was talking about something like, is it you, Kiss? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it you, Kiss, that actually talk about one of the things that they were talking about, like, the feel that goes to feel afam, afam. Okay, in 6 weeks, I have people telling me and trying to defend himself, but is it about you? Or are you the one that I am talking about? That how I can gather that it's true, it's happening in real life. Yes, and also in defense, I think this is also like, was explored in the stream, ET, like your stream. This was explored about being in generally speaking, because like in my stream I do that as well, generally speaking, but then sometimes I would use the word you, and then people because all of us has baggages. It's just a matter of how you're gonna react when someone is being spoken. And that's how people can get through you. That's how I see it. Like with me, if someone in the host is talking about generally speaking, but then it's about a friend, betrayal, all of that sort. All of us has that experience of a friend betraying us. So obviously you have this baggage and you would think he's talking about me, you know. It does happen. But that's why I think I quite understand now that I don't have to take things personal. Because for me, I deal with it personal. If you're, like, as we said, there are YouTube friends, there are acquaintances. If I give you time of the day, that means, you're welcome. You're welcome. Ang yabang ko naman, you're welcome kagad. But I mean, if I talk to you, like, in my stream, obviously, it's not about, like, we're not close friends, but at the same time, I get to know the people on the other side because I'm a small streamer. I can interact with everyone, and then I can remember your names, I can remember who you are, what we talked about, and stuff like that. And those are the things that sometimes, when it comes to generally speaking, there could be lost in translation, especially we're living right now in an era where people seem to forget the word context. They're just gonna throw things without context. I need context sometimes. Is it just me or what? E.T., tell me. Timmy! Look who we have here. Yes, I just finished E.T.'s live stream. And I was like thinking, well, Saturday I usually do this now. It's like my people are busy. So I don't have anybody to keep me company, Timmy. So I was just hoping that someone can keep me company while I cook. And according to eating, what am I doing? I'm gonna change that again. But yeah, Timmy, it's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be sleepy if I don't talk. So thank you guys, This is like a phone call. Personal touch. Personal touch. Invisible? You have a bigger channel than me. I'm just growing some feathers and learning how to fly. Timmy! Yeah, but those are the things. Sometimes it could be really chaotic in our world, in this world we're all having now. YouTube streamers. But yeah, you can have bad apples anywhere. It's just everywhere. You just really have to stick with who is good people for you. I think individually, yeah, individually. But for me, I do that. I try. I try to be nice. But if you're not nice to me, then we have chaotic YouTube. No, only chaotic users does. Yeah, but if you're weak-minded on YouTube, I mean, don't get me wrong, this is coming from a good place. I just noticed if you're weak-minded with YouTube, there are so much things that can happen, especially you get to meet a lot of people with different backgrounds. It's really hard. Sometimes, like, how do you deal with certain things? Especially things that you're not into, but you want to explore so that you can be a better person. You see other perspectives. Do you hear that, guys? Ayan. Ayan! Timmy, come here and break the secret off. Who's behind the voices? Ooh la la! I don't know. I'm so innocent, PT. I just love stories. I grew up, like I grew up where I think it was like my uncle in the Philippines, like he would listen to our radio without picture, without nothing. It's almost like a podcast. You're just listening. I think I grew up like that. And I always grew up with elders, and they would tell me stories after stories after stories. And I think that's where my sense of, like liking that part, like elders or people's stories. I think that's where it comes from, like a Filipino culture of a community, because in the Philippines, we are so big. It's like our family are just so big. It's like you can't imagine sometimes how big it could be. Uncle E.T., people will call me secret revealer, just how they accused me as info fiddler. Ooh la la. Yeah, those things can happen. Just don't, if I were you, just don't take things too personal. Because if you do that, and some people will go under the belt, and I'm just not telling you this, the one that are here, with everyone, as I've said, generally speaking, because this happens to everyone at some phase of their life. Once, at least with me, once I put my energy and get too personal about it, that's where it became the context and how it should be get lost. So kudos to ET. It's on track, Good job, ET. You're on track. Part 1, part 2, part It's almost like a series. You should title it with something. Live in the internet world. Documentary by ET. And make it general. Because not to, I know some of the people actually have bases on the stories, but with me, whenever I hear ET talk, I just see it as this is real life. This doesn't have to be a specific person. This is real life. You can go to America, whatever country you could go, there are people like this in every walks of life. And that's why people can relate to those stories. You know, at some point in our life, we are the we are the user. We've been used. It could be like that all the time. Long ago, here we have Radio Fusion. It's a voice box that tells stories. That's how I grew up. But their story are flat tone or monotonous. I will come up with a title for Teeny, the private investigator. I really want to try to mimic E.T.'s voice. But I feel like I can't. But I really do like na 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 la like that. It's almost like I'm listening to something comedic in my head because that's how I translate it in my head. But when you look at the chat, it's kind of like sometimes it could, it's so weird. Like sometimes I'm just, I don't know. I feel like, I think E.T. can understand how my brain works because sometimes people would understand one thing so different from how I understand. Timmy also probably can understand that. Like people can understand one word and all of them understand it in one meaning, and then me on the other hand would totally understand it in a different meaning. Does that happen to you guys? Is it just me? That's the reason why I don't talk about my personal life in social media. I may get angry if somebody would talk about it publicly. Exactly. And I don't know. I don't know how. Is it really that simple to understand this or not? But also, I think, and you can also ponder this with me. I think because, some countries, they don't have the culture of keep your private life private. Like in Japan, it's very private here. So I kind of like grew up in both worlds. So I kind of understand why some Filipinos would act that way because in the Philippines, it's not really taught that you have privacy, especially if you look at the, how do you call that, the hierarchy of life in the Philippines. Like it comes from the rich, the 1%, and then there's like middle, how do you call that in English, yung medyo mayaman, ganon. Tapos yung mahirap, poverty level, and then below poverty level, and below to the below to the below of the poverty level. So I think it comes with that. The majority of the population comes from, not really poverty, but, like just living by. So they don't really have that much land. So there's really no privacy. And I get that kind of like culture in a way, and that's why it's so very very important for me, for a lot of my fellow Filipino, to get out there, understand the world. There's not just this culture, but there are things out there that you should explore to better yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Oh, JQ, how you doing? Hi, Blue Eyes. I don't have blue eyes today, JQ. It sucks. Now I don't know what to do later. I'm still thinking. Might have to go with my natural eyes later. I forgot. Too busy, I forgot to buy my contact lens. And let's see. So much of that in our fellow Filipino to that I see, but they are aware of what they are doing until and let them guess. Keep them puzzled. Don't have to give out all your arsenal. Just drop tidbits here and there. Hopefully they can joint it up. Joint it up. What are we talking about here, eating? What's the joint? And found it pointed to him or her. They are not aware. And the thing is, that's why I always say, if you want to call somebody out, there's always like a proper right way to do it. But also there's like a playful way of doing it, especially, and the thing is, if you understand the context of why E.T. does his thing, you actually, and that's what I'm saying, context. I need more context with this stuff, and I think a lot of people kind of like didn't get to understand the context because they just jump in the middle of the conversation and they don't know anything about it. And for me, honestly, I don't know the history. I just get tidbits here and there and I joint it up, and then I understand both sides, or I understand the whole picture of it. But at the same time, it's like it's not my thing. I don't like being part of any drama. I just want to share. I just want people to have a glimpse of other people's others' lives. O, di ba? Ganun din yun eh. Timmy, no? Pinahaba ko lang explanation, pero parehas din yun eh. Ayun, I love them dull and mysterious eyes. Your eyes, that is. I'll take that very, very complimenting thing, Yes. Sometimes eyes can give you away. Like have you seen those guys? Like sometimes you can understand if the person is crazy. I don't know if you can see it, if you have it in you. Like you see a person's eyes and it's like, oh, this is crazy, you know? It's the eyes. Sometimes they just give it away. I don't know if it's just a Filipino thing or it's just American thing. I don't know anymore, you know? Too much culture. I spend too much culture in different whatever. Sometimes I don't even know where that came from. You know what I'm saying? So I that's why I like interaction, because then if I got it wrong, then people can actually tell me or correct me, you know. And then that became a sharing of information. But I just had pet peeve with people that would come to the stream and just want to be right all the time. Those are the people that it's just, I think it's wasting time sometimes. Because it's like, if I want to have a real factual evidence, I can find it. But sometimes when you talk something that is not about factual, it's about feelings, emotions, backgrounds, culture, perspective. It's so diverse that I feel like there is no right to the wrong. You have to know the context before you can actually finalize if it's right or wrong. And people seem to just don't give a shit about context lately. And it's becoming a pet peeve now. Ayun. Ganon. Gets niyo ba ako? Naintindihan niyo ako, guys? Do you understand what I'm saying? Ayan. They told Uncle to mind his own business, but his business is minding others. Well, as long as, and this is the thing, for me as an outsider, ET, I know, like, you know, do you boo boo? But if you got hurt, if you got butt hurt with these people attacking you and you become playing victim, then I might have to look at you sideways. But so far, I don't see that. I think ET actually understand what he's after, what he is doing, and he's okay with the backlash. And that is accountability in what I'm seeing. So for me, and it's not saying I'm all for ET, I'm all for this. I don't have a side. I just see what I see. And for me, as long as you are being accountable of your own actions, I don't have a problem with it. I'll enjoy it because it's out there and I'm enjoying it. You know, I love stories. Especially if they don't blame. Oh my God, ulala, JQ, what is that? Nakamulagat lagi icy para yun yung crazy. Oh, we have a lot of that. Survivalist, you'll see. JQ are guilty until proven until proven innocent. But what charges can we charge him for being in the arena of dreams? JQ, yeah, right? That stare that goes through you. Oh la la. Jesus. Do I look at that? Do I look at you guys like that? Yes, because I'm immortal, guys. I can see through you. Yeah. I can see your soul. Ganon. Ayan. E.T., give them something to talk about. Ooh, Spade. Yo, I see. Spade, do you know my other channel, Spade? I don't... Have you ever been in my stream every Saturday night? But yeah. I don't know. I just really appreciate people that can really see past my being bluntness, you know, me being harsh, because people always tell I'm harsh. Am I harsh, people? I'm filtered. You should be my friend in, you know, in 3D life. Then you probably won't like me. I saw you singing Ice. Yes, I rarely do that because I don't like copyright. It sometimes it mess. Oh, this one, ET. Okay, so guys, some of you are YouTuber. Tell me something if you know any information about this. Because, like, for example, my life is always like, I love comments. I love people talking in my chat, my stream, you know, live chat. So I love it when I can see replay of the chat. But I do also notice, and that's why I don't sing a lot in my stream, is because I notice if you get copyrighted, you edit it, and I usually stream mine because I want it that way, and don't tell me what to do. I like it that way. That's my shit. So I would dream the song out, and then afterwards, I can't even. There's no live chat replay. It's not there anymore. Even though you check that on the setting, it won't. Once you edit a stream, it just don't. So if you know any loophole with that I might just missed, let me know. Because that's how it works. And also when, because I'm on premium, I'm on YouTube premium, so sometimes I would go to streams when I'm biking outside and I'm doing something. I can always just, play something on my phone in the background with my phone shut down. That's what premium does, right? No ads, nothing, because I don't really like it when I'm watching something. So when a person like like you do vertical usually live, and a lot of people now are doing vertical, like shorts live kind of thing. If you're live and I'm on YouTube Premium, once I close my phone, I can't put you in the background. Then I have to wait until your stream is finished so I can listen to it. So I don't know if you have those type of things, but I noticed that. And also, like members live stream, like if I'm a part of somebody's channel and they have a members only stream or members only video, I can't play them in the background with my phone closed. So that's kind of like a new information. I don't know if you guys noticed that. So if you know anything of a loophole, let me know. And that's why when I stream, I put this chat on my screen. So even though if I trim anything, if I got copyright on something and I have to like trim something, the chat will still always be there. So that's how I tell people, be careful on what you say on chat because it's gonna be permanently there. Let's see. I see very demanding. Yes, of course. Without rules, without regulations, you're gonna be savages, people. You know. Got to go. I'm at work right now. It's morning. Oh, ohayo gozaimasu. Itterashai, Spedo-san. JQ, I would love to be up in Jamie channel again and have fun and crazy chats. It can get wild, but who cares if we are happy kicking asses? I see, JQ. Exactly, ET. You always welcome when I do live stream. Good to have a laugh. I like the first song you did. Dream something. Ooh la la. JQ, you're so naughty. Ayan. ET. That's why you vibe. Ayan. I love that. So how about that one, guys? Where is inappropriate become appropriate? Diba? What a question. When is inappropriate becomes appropriate? Diba? Which one? The first one? What song did I sing last Saturday, JQ? What did I sing the first one? I don't even remember. Is it I Try? Like Macy Gray? Is it that one? It's like games, changes, and peace. Like that. When will they go from here? Like that. When will they stop? I believe that fate. Ganon. O, diba? Feeling maganda boses. Di naman. When you talk it with humor, then it will appropriate. Haha. Ooh. Maybe that's why I laugh all the time too. You know? Because, there are certain conversations that are very, very serious. And when I talk, I feel like people think I always talk seriously when I'm not serious. So I laugh. GI channel, hi, well-rounded. Ula, ula. Well-rounded, ola, ola to you. I had my meditation on break time. Did you see that? Well-rounded. I do appreciate you kind of like reminding me to do that. I like that. And Timmy, are you gonna live stream tonight? I don't know how much time I would be finished today, but hopefully, if I'm allowed to do, if I get to how do you call that? Pag naabutan kita, ayun, ang English ko na expire na. Pag naabutan kita, Timmy, kala mo na ang away lang yun. Timmy! Timmy, pag naabutan kita mamaya, ha? Pakyat. But I don't know yet because sometimes, alam mo na, pag medyo mahaba-haba ang naging LS natin, pinatitigil na ako. Kasi baka daw puntahan kami ng pulis. At masyado ako maingay. Ganon. Let's see. Yes, I'll do live stream tonight. Yes. What time, Teeny? What time is it? Because PT, did you put your back on like 9:30? Like there are a lot of people. Let's see. Wish is also 9:30. ET also I think became 9:30 as well, because I remember it becoming like 2 live stream. And then Teamy, usually I know it's fixed with Teamy because usually after my stream, maybe I can redirect my stream to your stream, Teamy. Can I do that? I've never explored that yet, but people on Twitch do that a lot. So well-rounded every Monday, I remember it, every Monday. Or is it Thursday? Is it Monday or Thursday? I'm so confused with days lately, guys. Too busy. I feel like I'm just moving along, you know, enjoying every moment. And then, yes, kids also do stream, you know. I don't know if there's a fixed time yet. Yeah, these are the streams that I go to lately as well. Miss Manny every Friday. Who else? Stardust with Amy channel, usually at very like nighttime, you know, midnight time. These are the places I usually timed. When I have free time, these are the streams that I get to engaged in that I could remember in the top of my head. So if you're a streamer, guys, John Queen also from time to time, it'll just pop up live stream full of, you know, interesting people in there as well that come and talk. If you need a voice coach, that's JQ. I watch you, JQ. I just don't talk on stream sometimes. You know. Good morning, everyone. Stardust is Martina. Oh, now I know. Oh, diba? Hold on. Guys, I talk too much. I forgot to put. Eh, masusunog yung niluluto ko, guys. Ano ba yun? Kaloka talaga. Tapos mamaya, anong oras na naman ako matatapos nito? Malilate na naman ako. Babalik pa ako sa trabaho, guys. Yeah, usually, that's why I'm late. Because sometimes I have to go back after this. I have to go back to work. Maybe sometimes it's like one, two clients, and then I go back home. E.T., I love your humor, dude. Mysterious for you to guess, Teeny. Says Teeny, I turn into Simon Cowell when I drink too much. You like that, don't you? Maybe sometime, you know, John Queen. Maybe one day, if I want to do it, you know, if I have money, we're gonna do, because Filipinos love karaoke. We should do like singing, and then you're gonna be the judge. I like that because I already know how John Quinn is. Yeah, I've seen it. Sometimes when people sing on your live stream, I find it enjoyable. I'm not gonna sing there, John Quinn. I don't want to be coached by you. I already know my voice is my voice, okay? Do not tell me how bad my voice is. I already know. I'm just doing it for fun. Okay, Char. Wow, do it together. What song you want? I don't think it's capable. I don't think it's capable. It's possible to do duet on StreamYard because there's like, how do you call that? Like a relapse? Is that a relapse? Welcome, Martina. I we are not everyone cup of tea, and to people that know me and know ET, that's why I actually know and understand who are real people because they can understand me, you know. If I like somebody and they're not good with that somebody, they don't really mess with me. So I like that part that you can actually have a decision for yourself. I like that. So when a person is like that, I know they're good people, even though sometimes they can be assholes or like some those types. It doesn't really bother me. Icy, she sings so good. Who's that Icy? Who's Icy? There's slaps on StreamYard. Hard to do it. You need to be loving. Can you do it? No. JQ, that's only with amount. Because it is right here. Me being loving, I'm always loving JQ. What the? I've never been not loving. I'm a whole embodiment of a loving person. Diba, E.T.? E.T. tell JQ, I'm a loving person. Tini, wala me. Naghanap ng ano no? Kakampi. No, I like people when they can take things lightly and they also know and aware what's below the belt and not. I love to vibe with those types of people. Because I feel like, if you're a type of person who's very sensitive and you get butthurt, as I've said, if you're a snowflake, I don't think you have the right to banter, to joke around. I mean, real talk lang naman, guys, diba? Kapag masyado kang sensitive, hindi mo kayang makipagsabayan sa Tagalog, huwag kang sumabay. Parang ganun ba? Diba? So, there are things like that. Like, at some point, I thought I was sensitive, because I kind of like rubbed people the wrong way when I was much immature, But I think I finally get to a point where I understand how to balance things and how to say or not to say certain words. But at the same time, I don't want to filter that much that it becomes to be like, you can't even raise any topic because of snowflakes and sensitive people around. I don't like that because how can we grow as a person when we can talk adult conversations that are too hard to explore? Then how can we be better? Things that are very uncomfortable to talk about. How can we become better if we can talk things like that? Let's see. You need to take your own medicine. What kind of medicine? John fighting bare knuckle or with gloves? Did you see the songs? Right now, is it right now? Well rounded. You need to be loving. Which one? The one in the dream? And I agree, sees Timmy. Shame really that Ilag should be good if not. Icy is fire loving. I like that, Timmy. I always like Timmy. Don't try if you're not ready to get burned. Oh, Timmy. Timmy, nagbablush na naman ako. Ikaw naman talaga. Huwag kang ganyan, Timmy. Nagbablush ako. I'm still not good at accepting. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. But I like it. But may tawa, Timmy. Maganda na nga. May tawa pa. Ito naman si Timmy. Ayan, na I'll run. Stardust. You're gonna fight like a wildcat. oh no, are we having a showdown? But it's fun, and the fun can get funnier. E.T. at Jamie, it's best to settle the differences there when he is super tipsy. I see. I love your outfit last time, right? Thank you, well rounded. I'm gonna find more of those. If I find more of those. I actually just found it like accidentally because we were doing cleaning on the closet because it's gonna be summer here. And I've never used it before, so I just use it. Yes, is Martina. John, watch out for her claws. They're sharp. Ooh la la, Martina! I know, and we have so many judges around. If sensitive, better not join. Exactly, and sometimes, I would have those days, JQ, don't get me wrong. Like when I have those days that I know personally that I'm too emotional, I'm too triggered, I would just shut up. Because, it becomes, I don't like to talk without, you know, I mean, yung parang, wala nang patutunguhan tong usapan na to eh. Galit na lang eh, yung parang ganon. Ayoko ng galing. Para bang bata lang. Ayoko. I want something meaningful. Like, I can get something out of it in a way. So, but each on their own. Each on their own, guys. Each on their own. But I do love you guys that you let me be me. I do really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I do appreciate that because I love being me. Once I get to not be me, I turn crazy. So I don't want that. I want to be me. Trust me. If you love me, you love me, and I will love you. If you don't love me, then whatever. Be a viewer. I do something useful for yourself. Watch my. Then I get watch hours. Got my analytics. Diba? Diba, Timmy? Ganun lang yun. Ayan. If a basher is a basher, they're still a viewer. They're still useful. Whatever it is, the value you put on it. Ayan. Ano daw? Everyone judge each other's there. It's a blast. Where is that? Yeah. Maybe people really protect me. And also, I love that some of you guys, I'm not going to name names, but you know who you are. You're here and you're not here. I like that you actually, like tell me, giving me kind of like warning who's good and who's bad. I do love that. I feel it's very, how do you call that? It's very nice. Personally, huh? Personally, huh? Personal lang, huh? Yes, a cat, but don't forget she's a feline. How do you pronounce that? I forgot. Feline. Ikaw naman, Timmy, oh, ang hirap ng English na yan. She drag as she swag. A psychologist will soon have PhD in our community. Martina, remember the winner takes it all? The loser. Ay, hindi ko nakalimutan ko yung tono. Sorry naman. Question, does anyone want Dunkin' Donuts mascot? I was hoping it was double D's and it's not. I am the weirdest here. We're all weird here, well rounded. If you know me, and if you like me, you're weird. Ganun lang yun. Tanggapin nyo na, guys. Pag gusto nyo ako, at pag mahal nyo ako, may weirdo din sa buhay ninyo. Because you're not gonna be attracted with me if there's no weirdness in you. Ganun yun. O, diba? I'm proud to be weird. Oh yes, that song fits it better. Could sing that on the background start at round one. Diba? Maybe we should do that. You know? Just maybe like when is it? Usually December I like making games just because it's traditional in the Philippines. Plus my birthday is usually in part of holiday New Year kind of way. You know, I'm not gonna say when. It's just part. Let's just say it's part of the holidays. So I like putting games on my stream. Maybe JQ, you'll be one of my judges. How about that, guys? Do you like that? Double D's are worth a lifetime of deep thought. I am amazed if somebody tell me who I am and how I live my life. I'm like, whoa, tell me more about me. Yeah, there are people like that. I mean, all of us, sa buhay natin, merong isa dyan. Dun sa isang phase ng buhay natin, may isa na ganyan talaga. 'Di ba? Everyone, I strongly believe that everyone actually had that someone that told them who they are, you know. That's why I could relate as well in that, and probably the person that says that to you, Tini, would have the same story about how people also tell her what to do. You know, it's a cycle, guys. You see what I'm saying? This is a cycle. It's like a divorce. You know, JQ, one day, I think I'm gonna get a license for that. But I don't like marriage counselor. I like to be a, you know, ooh la la therapist. E.T., I don't want to come out on your stories. There's one streamer who wants to be a therapist. E.T., I don't like you now. I don't want to be part of any drama. I behave na, E.T. I behave. Let's behave. Or you're gonna end up in an E.T. story. That's kind of like a warning to everyone. Why the performance, Timmy? There's no performance. Not for me. I'm not gonna perform. I'm gonna be a therapist. I'm gonna tell you who you are. Gana. Sabay ganun eh, no? Ayan. No, it's not drama. More like, don't judge me. I have a brain. Oh, diba? No, you know what, guys? Real talk. People do judge. We all judge. You know, whether we like it or not. We see someone, we judge. It's just part of being human. It's more of like whether you say it or you don't say it, and how you say it. Do you say it with an attacking, or do you say it just because it comes from a good place or a bad place? That's how I see it. No performance as a therapist. What's that performance? I'm not a college graduate, Teeny, so I don't really. I'm so dummy. I don't know. I don't know what am I gonna go through to become that. So, you know, it's just a thought. Because people keep telling me I'm a good therapist. So maybe I should do it. Maybe I should explore that. Hi, Bastos. Some don't qualify and only become. Oh, how can I be that though, JQ, if people would want it? If it's consensual, I try not to use my brain. Yeah, usually. That's what I do with drama, TV shows, reality TV show. When I don't want to use my brain, that's my go-to. It makes me feel relaxed. Oh my god. I'm wondering where can I get that? Well, there's a lot of places, ET. I'm just wanting to go somewhere legit, if I want to pursue that. But who knows? Because part of my job as a certified personal trainer, I feel like I became a therapist for some people. Like they would tell me their rants, and afterwards they feel better, and that's what therapist does. It figures out things for you that you cannot figure out, kind of way. Not for you, ET, but I mean for people. That's who they are. That's why they have to have like a certain skill and education and stuff like that. It's kind of like a nice thing because mental health is scary. The mental sickness right now. So it's like I prefer to save my brain to perform my stupidity perfectly. Ooh la la, I like that. Make it consensual. I see. Of course. Of course, JD. It's gonna be consensual. And that's why I don't like when it's unsolicited. Okay, guys? And the thing is, like, this has been talked about a lot as well. On since you're here, and this is general. For me, if you kind of follow me from the very first stream I've ever done, I've always been sexual, guys. Because I always believe that you have to understand spiritually, sexually kind of way. Like you have to understand you. What makes you happy? What makes you tick or something like that, right? With that, you can unlock things about yourself that you wouldn't if you wouldn't allow or welcome who you really are. So for me, when it comes to Prawn Star, OnlyFans, people that do shady stuff, I don't really care. Meaning, it's not that I don't care that they're alive or dead. It doesn't mean like that. It just means like it's their life. Do them, you know. What I don't like is when you go into these types of business, you go into this shady business, and when things go bad and you were judged harshly and badly, then you play victim. That's something that I'm not a fan of. We're all adults, you know. You're not going to be in that situation if you're not an adult. At some point, you're going to learn things, you're going to learn life stuff. And if you don't understand that these things it has a bad stigma, and when you go into this, you're gonna encounter people that would judge you harshly and be just accountable for that. You did it. So I think that's kind of like the things that I sometimes noticed. There are people that are prude, and they're conservative, but why would you associate yourself with conservative people when you're in that kind of business? You know what I'm saying? The world is pretty big. So find your people. Yeah, JQ, you tell me. You tell me. Some kids can know what is right and wrong, and that's why sometimes if you're an adult, ooh la la. and you don't understand what's right and wrong, I have to look at you sideways, you know? And don't give me the bull crap of, like being right and wrong, being nice, being humanely possible to other people. It's not, it's one plus one. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard. But that sometimes I do also understand that there are people who doesn't know the word love, who doesn't know the word respect, who doesn't know the word discipline, all of this stuff, because all their life they were brought in a very toxic environment. And it's up to the people who knows love, respect, and all of these things to actually guide them, let them feel these things so they can understand what does it mean. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are the things that I feel like, am I getting too deep, guys? Sometimes I can talk like this, guys. That's why I laugh. Put humor in it. Nothing below the belt. If you felt it's below the belt, let me know why, so I can understand. Don't just accuse me of attacking somebody, because my streams is not for attacking specific people. It's just what I see around and what I want to share, what I want you to share with me. It's just interaction. And there are some crazy bastards around wasting oxygen. We are all naive until we knife it and found we are not innocent. I always try to be nice and understanding to others. Yeah, exactly. Basic. That's why I ask something about. And actually, I just ponder this. And I just had a different perspective from somebody, which kind of makes sense in my brain. Because in the Philippines, when we talk about respect, it's give or earned. It's given or earned, right? Which is it? And you would always hear it, it's being earned. So I feel like there's something lost in the context there. Because if it's earned, if you meet someone, how can they earn your respect? If they're strangers, you mean to say you're not gonna respect? Because respect is such a big word, but I feel like it's very basic in a way. I don't know. I'm just blabbing now, guys. Blah 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 blah. Am I making sense, guys? Honesty is a, oh yes, definitely, Jakey. It's hard to be honest, you know, for a lot of people. Because honesty, not everyone can actually swallow that shit. Swallow. Timmy, are you saying you come from the arena of dreams? I visited it very often. Hide the knives when E.T. is around. What that means? I don't really. Sometimes I'm so lost in whatever E.T. is saying. So I only imagine it in general, because you can picture anybody, even in your life, in your past life, your past experiences. There's always going to be that kind of person, and it doesn't have to be a specific person. They're just everywhere. you know, we're diverse people. I try to be nice until there's some devil that acts like an angel. That's where I admit, well, that's pretty given to me. Especially if you know how to fight for yourself. And I think that's one of the things that I feel is getting lost in kind of like an understanding way, like with each other, is because, as I've said, we all carry baggages. You will not know what the other person's baggage is until they react on something. Like I am guilty with this as well, especially when it comes to friendship. Like, geez, I think my friendship history is so bastardized that I feel like when it comes to friendship, I'm just broken. And that's why I'm trying to better myself and try to kind of like analyze how am I as a friend, because I always see myself as always being there in a way that I'm your last option. Don't make me your, kind of way, in a way like that, because sometimes we have lives to take care of. It's almost like it's so hard to keep up with talking to friends every single day. I can't do that. I'm not that type of person. Like, if you're a friend of mine, you're gonna always be my friend. It doesn't matter if we talk once a year. you know if you're a friend of mine, I do treat you a friend of mine. And if you need someone to talk to, I'm one call away. But that's just who I am. And if someone doesn't understand that, like create drama because I don't talk every day, I don't visit them or stuff like that. It's like I can't be that. And that's why I don't expect anything from friends. I just want them to treat me the way I treat them. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much how I want it, you know? Arena of Dreams. What is Arena of Dreams? In the island of La La Land, Uncle E.T., we are living there. And I do not talk religion or politics. Same, same. Sometimes I like to stir the pot for fun. For me. Ooh la la, I know that feeling, well rounded. Oh yeah. Ooh la la. Why do you do this, guys? Is there something that you're making me do that I don't want to do? Like the cute voice says, great place to have wild dreams that always come true in our imagination. Exactly. And imagining much nice, but you don't have to share it. When it comes to friendship, it's no way for me to tolerate the wrongdoing. Same, same. I'll be the first person that smack her or him with the truth, but never throw harsh words to my friends in front of me. Cool, drop your number. I'll put you. Jake. I'll put you. No, I'll be your last option. If no one will help you, then that's the only time I'm gonna come in. Nah. That's why, guys, like, I know some of you, I feel bad sometimes that I couldn't really DM or PM. That's why I do have Discord, is for that. So that I can actually, because, like when it comes to community, it's something that I never really thought about how much important it is, at least for me, especially now that every Saturday it became my thing, like interacting with whomever who wants to interact with me. It's such a nice thing for me. So, yeah. But I cannot be like there, like PM, DM, or stuff like I can't do that, I have life, you know. And unfortunately, like I don't go around, like, if you see some girls who has friends here and there, I'm not that. I only have the one like childhood friend, and he's not even here in this world. And then obviously my other childhood friends that are not that deep, but they've been friends for a long time since I could even imagine. So they're there. We only talk when I go to Philippines. See, but we're friends. We're longtime friends. And I think that's what it is, like every Saturday we get to hang out, we become each other people, we become each other friends. But I cannot be your like a constant a constant person there. It's like some people I had this experience where just because I'm out there, it doesn't mean I can be there 24 hours of the day. I can't do that. Icy has Jenny's number. Who's Jenny? Who's Jenny? I do not dream. Who's Jenny? I prefer a friend being honest than fake 100%. Truth hurts sometimes. So what? Toughen up. Exactly. And that's kind of like why it's hard for me to make friends. Because sometimes I could rub people the wrong way. It doesn't mean that if you're a friend of mine, I'll tell you if I see something bad. Like if I think it's something bad. But don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, it's still going to be your decision. I don't really care what you decide for yourself. It doesn't mean that I don't care for you as a friend. It's not that. It's just, it's your life. I just said this because you're my friend. But at the end of the day, do you? Now, if you fail, if you had a mistake, then I'll pick you up and then, toughen up, But some people that I encounter couldn't understand that mentality. Because even with me, like, my friends would tell me when I'm at the wrong. I might get butthurt, but who doesn't? If somebody tells you something that is bad and negative, and you can't see it for yourself, your first reaction will be you're gonna be butthurt. But eventually, if you really think that person is a real friend of yours, then you would take that criticism and put a light on it, and then you become a better person. That's how I see it. But some people, they would give you advice, they want you to do it, and if you don't do it, they hate you for it. Ayan. Let's see. Don't make me beg. I'll make you beg, JQ. In Japanese begging way. Ganon. Mojo, sometimes you need it. It's just like having a joint, fresh and exciting. Most of my friends have passed away. I know, it's really hard. I like how me and my friends spend time once a year as we all have our own lives, but the bonds are still the same. That's what I'm saying. You don't know Jenny? Yeah, who's Jenny? Am I missing somebody? Oh, Philip! PJ, can you rub me the wrong way? Ooh la la. Puff puff pass eating. I lost a few and in last few years. Too young, living fast, right? So enjoy life, guys. I'm never butthurt. Okay, I'll take note to that well-rounded. Okay, Mojo. That's how it goes. But guys, also understand if we are harsh, like me. I know I'm harsh. I accept that fact. When I'm harsh and I hurt somebody, I don't mind, saying my apology if it does. Because I always feel like everyone's feelings is valid until proven otherwise. Ah, diba? Ah, diba? Ayan. Hey, PJ, man of culture, we meet again. Ayun, I'm the last guy from my army jump team of. Oh my god, well rounded. Good for you. Ayan. And we will definitely have you for more, 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 more. And especially with your grandkid, more, 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 more years. And that's why we're doing this. Let's get fit. Kailangan mayaman Filipina kasintahan. PJ is a gold digger. PJ, these are the people that you can actually banter and you just don't get it too personal, you know. But sometimes I like, you know what? I think this is the thing. At least, so far, with PJ and JQ, they've always been, even with ET, they've always been misunderstood by a lot of people. I've seen it, I've observed it. But personally, with me, I always feel like they're not being so inappropriate with me. Like, I feel there's respect, like the base of respect. We kind of like, give to each other. And I think that's why I don't mind it. I don't mind the banter. I don't mind the ranting. I don't mind the harsh talks. Because I feel like there's this invisible respect that, you know, you give to certain people. And I feel like, I hope I feel correctly. Diba? So I like that. And that's why I give it back. And that's what I'm saying. I give what I treat you how you treat me. Like, I've been called many, many names, and don't get me wrong, Timmy, I could be such a bitch if you're a piece of shit. I don't back down. But I choose my fight. I choose my fight. I like to give my precious time, like, worth it. But if I have free time, then let's go. Ganon, Timmy. Pag may oras ako, papatulang kita. Pag wala akong oras, better luck next time. Baka sakaling may next time. Ganon. Diba? John just saw me joking with the banh mi lady. Who's that? I never met a male gold digger. I've met some. I've met a lot of people. I'm 200 years old, guys. I did 25 burpees today and did, wow, good job. Yata, yata. I will respect you in the morning, I see. Ooh la la, what's that mean? I see. I don't mind. What's that again, Timmy? Remind me again. And promise, I would love to be a male. Another one, well-rounded. I remember this, well-rounded. One day, in Sexually Fit, I feel like well-rounded will be probably one of the people I would love to talk. JQ, luck, the bottle, up. Keep it for tomorrow. Just roll a stick. Yes, JQ. You know what, JQ? The thing is with alcohol, guys, I've been there. Like, at some point, I was like that. Like, I cannot, I have to have alcohol a day or weekly. Bottoms up. Tequila. Bottoms up. But I kind of like grow and understand, especially when you're a personal trainer, you get to get the scientific explanations of certain things, and alcohol is a poison, and I do get it. So I do it occasionally or in moderation. Like, you see me, my channel is fit, but I'm not being a hypocrite that I don't drink. I share it because you can drink. It just have to be in moderation. It's best if it's occasional, because then your body will thank you for that. So nothing judgmental. I mean, you still do whatever you guys, people in the world, do whatever your heart desire, but always be accountable for whatever choices you make. That's all I have to say. And I thank you. Maraming salamat po. Ganon. I only drink socially to excess. Can you train me how to bark? Ooh, PJ, ayan. In the right price, I will. ET will take this as serious. But ET, one day I'll do that. You know, how many unsolicited whatever pics I get, next time, that's why I don't open messages, Discord. That's why I have Discord. It's because I don't like unsolicited. Now, if you want me to enjoy a picture, pay me, you know. Make my time worthwhile because my time is very, very, not to be narcissistic, guys, but my time is very, very high. And I'm meaning this as because I'm a personal trainer, you know. You can check what personal trainer does for a living and you'll understand what I'm saying, but it's not something that I'm bragging. I'm just saying it's like I don't like unsolicited talonges pics. If I want it, I'll ask for it and I can do it. Ah, the voices have been there. Nice to hear some unique stories. It's not all the same. Exactly, not everything is the same. Can you train me how to bark? I am Irish and Portuguese. Hola, hola. I like whiskey and sangria. I cannot tell you the last time I drank. Right? That's good. That's good. So whenever I do my cheat meal or like drink with me stuff, I really do apologize for people who are stopping their drinking. Maybe on those streams, just don't watch me. I'll understand. But yes, we all have our voices eating. We all have our voices in our head because all of us, whether we accept that some people are dumber and intelligent than others, it does happen. And it's just more on education, I think. Voices in our head is just thoughts, things that you want to explore. And with me, I just don't really want to judge people just based on how I see them superficially. Because I always believe that there's always something behind the scene that we don't know about. There's always stories within the stories, and without all the context, you will never understand what a person is going through. Some people are just cheating. I get that. And that's why I say that's lost cause. And those are the people that I don't, I mean, sorry, but I'm not sorry. At this point of my life, I don't really want to be associated with lost cause people because they're not good for the environment. Sabay ka. I behave na. Tini. Sorry naman, I behave na. Teach you how to bark. I bow wow like cats meow. Wanna learn? Oh, diba JQ? You wanna learn from Tini? Tini is offering. Sabay ganun. Char ha. Char lang yun na. Ayan. All have our vices. It's easy to judge. Exactly. My vice. Diyos ko po. Diyos mio ka talaga, Philip. Ano ka ba talaga, Philip? And the thing is, like this, we talk about being dirty, judgmental. If the conversation is in the context, I don't really mind. But if it's out of context, it's like, for example, we're talking about fitness and then out of a sudden, just nonsense. It's like, what is that? Do you have those stuff? It's like, I don't understand. Ayon. Teeny, we can send PJ to a certain school. It only have one course. That's it. And it's a daily affair. Ooh la la, what is that? Oy, Troy, oy. Ay, naku, babaero lolo ako. See, proud babaero. I like that. I do not judge people out loud. I keep it to myself and wait to laugh. Ooh, I like that. That's me too. I like observing people and being half, being a half breed. It's just our life, We observe people because at certain point, when you're a kid, you want to fit in. And being half, sometimes you're an outsider most of the time. So we get this extra ability. All half can back me up with this. This is the thing. That's why we like observing, we like to analyze things, because we want to be part of something. Because, like with me, if I go to Philippines, they don't own me. If I go to Japan, they don't own me. Who am I? You know, I'm Japanese, but also my mother is Filipina. My father is Japanese. I'm both culture. But for whatever reason, if I do the other or, then I'm outcast. So that's life of a half. Drinking is not a crime of the century. Time to move on. Jakey doesn't want to be in the spotlight. I know that feeling, Jakey. I know. No sugar mama, Uncle E.T. That's the person PJ is looking for. Oh. Timmy. E.T., what you doing to Timmy? My Timmy that I know is very innocent. Charot. Ayan, charot. When I was younger, I did drink a lot and often. Yeah. When you grow older, you have to spend more time as you grow. Unfortunately, I didn't grow. I got stuck here. Ayan. I will become. PJ. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a niche for that. Did you know in Japan there are people in Japan that actually. No, I can't say that. I can't say that. That's for members only live stream. So be a member later. I'll tell you all about it. Okay guys, ang sakit ng panga ko tuloy. Kakatuwa kayo ah. I love this. See? Don't you like this type? Like we can have real adult conversation and not get butt hurt. Or someone would just pop in and then get butt hurt. Just like if someone, how about this guys, if someone becomes below the belt, or like even me, if I somehow you feel that I'm kind of like below the belt, I would love to be warned about it. But if you warn me about it, don't shy away because I'm gonna explore that. That's just who I am. What? For fans only or members only? Oh, members only. Members only. Members only. I know ET's fishing. I'm not that type. I feel like I look like this, I talk like this, but there are things that I don't go. I have a line. I have boundaries. I like talking shit. I like being sexual. But when you become inappropriate with me, I become uncomfortable with how a person talk to me, I'm out. That's just who I am. I mean, don't take it too personal, but that's just how I create, how I take care of my mental sanity. Ganon. Cute voices. When you know Timmy well and can understand how her head spin, you'd be spinning. Oh, I know that. I know that. That's why when I heard Timmy the first time, actually, I know she has a lot there, and that's why I kind of like. That's why I asked her to be on my one-on-one because I want to explore with her different topics. I have no line. Well-rounded. I can't do that. E.T., that's my prerogative. Don't upfront What? What's that mean? Tagalog, please. Hindi ko naintindihan. Wailami, andyan ka pa ba? Wailame. Is there no Marites na, Tini, and Titi? Nothing new lately. E.T., that's my... Ay, nabasa ko na pala yan. Wait lang, guys. Give us an example of your cut-off point for inappropriateness. Like, for example, I have pet peeve when I know how I dress. Believe me, I know. I know how I look like. Believe me, I know. But you don't have to point it out. You know what I'm saying? There are people out there, just because you show cleavage, you show some bit of skin, or all of your skin, they would point it out. What happened to just admiring? Admire it. You know, I'm showing it because I want to show it. So what? You know, kind of way. But don't point it like, look at the cleavage. It's like, what are you, 10, 11, 12? What? Yeah. Or I actually have this sometimes, like with guys. I'm pretty sure you guys have. If you're a decent guy, you know your line when it comes to women. That's kind of like my line. You know, like for example, I'll be walking. I'm being appropriate, you know. I'm in a club dancing, you know. You don't go to club and look like Maria Clara. You know, you go to club, and if you're comfortable with your body and you want to share it, and you want not share it, okay, wrong choice of word, not share, you want to show it, then you show some skin. I mean, just to be real, I'm pretty sure I have the body for that, so I would. But it doesn't mean I give the right for people to touch me or point out things that I do. I do it. Yeah, I know. You know, I wear this. I know you don't have to point it out. Unless I'm in a church and then I wear something inappropriate, then yes, you know, I'm mentally insane. I know how to be appropriate. You know, that type. So I hope you understand that. Did I answer that in a way? Let's see. Now, Pretty Voices is worried. Don't be. I'm having a great time, and in what cute voices. Private investigator here. I don't find any skeleton. So we can gauge how far we can go. I show cleavage, but I don't get pointed. Aray ko, aray ko. Ayan. Doubled standards po. No, but the thing is, that's why it's like, you know, with me, with guys, if I see a nice, you know, nice booty, or, you know, when you watch American football, damn, when they hot, how can you not? How can you not look? But I'm not gonna point it out. You know, I know you guys want to be touched and point out and stuff like that. Double standards. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Know what I see? Yes, I've heard that. I've heard that on the stream. I actually find it really nice. You guys met. And dull moment. I can't stop laughing. Yeah, that's what I do in his stream. I can't stop laughing sometimes. Showing is good if you represent yourself good, not being a tease me. Oh no. I wear this because ever since as a kid, I like how I wear things like this. I'm from Japan, guys, you know. So look, but don't mention it. Is staring aloud? Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys know when the stare is not a good stare. You know, stare, I mean, I cannot see you. I cannot see you. I don't care. If you're on TV, I stare at people. You know, sometimes I get zoned out with people. But you know, when you kind of like around these people, don't make people uncomfortable in a way, I don't know, in a malicious way, I guess. I think that's what I'm saying. I don't know, just be nice. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you. How about this, JQ? When you're being too inappropriate and I think I'm below the belt, I'll tell you. And don't get pissed off about it. I'll tell you kind of like in a nice way. How about that? And me too, guys. If you feel like I'm being too insensitive about things, let me know as well. And give me context, guys. Because I don't want you just like, you're being insensitive. No. Tell me what is and why. How about that? I treat every woman with the respect that they deserve on a pedestal. Ooh la la! And I have old man Dodd body. Ooh la la! Some people would love that. Is drooling allowed at the club? I don't see them, but maybe they. It's I don't know. I've never seen one, Reiki. That would be depends on what kind of stare. Yeah, exactly, Timmy. Because I have, like, one time, there's this guy who was just staring at me while holding their mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? It's like, huh? What in the right mind would a man do that? Yeah, and I think I have the right to be kind of like irritated at that, right? Because, dude, I'm already giving you the chance to see me. Ang yabang. Oh, diba na? I'm joking. Okay, I kid, guys. Some women wear clothing that is so revealing and they complain of the man, look at them with malice. Yeah, the thing is, I strongly believe that, you know, it doesn't really matter what a girl wear. If a person is too malicious, it doesn't really matter what a person would wear. They're just malicious. And that's not the person who's wearing it or the daring thing problem. It's personal problem. You know what I'm saying? My grandson told me that he's. I'm guessing JQ is hugging the bottle. Don't empty it. The day is young. That's weird. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. Thank you guys for being such a wonderful company. I'll definitely see you guys later. You know, Icy 5th. I'll be there. 8 p.m. But usually I'm late and apologies, guys. So maybe if you have things going on, just do your thing. I'll be live at nighttime anyway, so you can pop up and have interaction with me. You can always replay my stream if you didn't get to be live. You know, there's always next Saturdays, but I would appreciate, guys, if you can share the live stream and also be part of the community and just kind of like interact and in a way have a baseline of respect just for everyone, because I do look at them, I do see them. There are people in there that would actually kind of like really organized and make sure that nobody get to be in their boundaries or their line, you know. So it's just I just want to give you guys a good experience when you're in my stream. You know, have fun, banter, rant, all of the above. You know, cry if you want, sing if you have time, stuff like that. That's all I wanted to just chill and vibe kind of way. And maybe talk deep with me because I love deep conversations. Okay, guys, I see. Don't be late. Bye, everyone. And thank you, everyone. I do appreciate it. E.T., ayan, Timmy, JQ, Wailami, start to finish. Thank you guys. I do love it. And also Philip Janek. Ayan. Thank you guys. Well rounded, of course. Yes, yes. Thank you. Ah, Felipe G, of course. You, Felipe. I'll see you later too. Ciao, ciao, guys, and have a nice day later.